Yo, people, what's going on? Back again. Footy Talk, Lewis. What's good, my guy?
All good, all good. Won't lie, it's been a very, very busy 4 days, but it's good to be back streaming. It's good to be back streaming.
Yeah, bruv. You was out yesterday, bruv. I see you and Flawless out at Carnival, blood.
I won't lie, we didn't get back to like 6 a.m. Like, I
I
only
didn't
woke
think
up
so.
30 minutes ago or something. It
That's
was
what I mean.
crazy.
I thought so, blood. I see man hydrating and that, so I know you mashed yourself up, blood.
Yeah, we're waking up slowly. We're waking up slowly. But what are these Sancho links? Because I've been streaming for a couple days. Where the hell did this come from?
Bro, I don't really know, innit? But to be fair, he was linked with Tottenham as well. So clearly, from Sancho's side, he's not happy in it because these links don't come out of nowhere. He's been linked with a move in this window before, so clearly he's had enough of the nonsense that this manager's doing. I don't blame him, to be completely honest.
So it's not just hints and rumors. Then you think there's actually a bit of smoke to this?
I think so. I think there's absolutely, brother. I think he wants to leave. I think it's clear. Like these rumors don't come out from a player that's happy. Do you know what I mean? Like I don't think they do, bro. And when you look at how that he's been treated by the club, it makes complete sense why he would want to leave. Like, why would he want to stay at this club? Or why
This
would he
don't
want to
make
stay, bro?
sense, bro.
Bro, like it looks like he's behind Garnacho in the pecking order, which is completely
That's
scandalous, bro.
insulting. I hear
Of
that.
course it
That's
is, bro,
insulting.
brother. I know personally, if it was me, bro, I'm not even turning up to training. Like, it's that, bro. I'll be real. Like that's how I feel about it. You know what I mean? So I completely understand, bro. There's levels to disrespect in it, and I think that he's being disrespected at the club, bro. It's not even a thing where he's not playing well, so he's not playing, bro. Like he's being disrespected. So, like it's one of them ones where man needs to. I'm not surprised he didn't want to leave.
I hear it, but it does go two ways though, because he hasn't done much since joining, and this is one of the. I'm not really with this move if he's coming to Chelsea because like we've been going at Arsenal fans for signing Havertz and trying to flex a guy who hasn't done much in 3 seasons, and now it feels like we're doing the exact same thing. It don't make sense to me. Like mostly plays off the right. We got Sterling there. We've to be honest already have our depth sorted in the wing positions. This
Have you? Who are your wingers at the moment?
well on the right we got Sterling, we got Noni. On the left we have, to be honest, Matson and Mudrick. He could maybe break in off the left hand side,
Who
but
and who?
Matson and Mudrick.
Who's this
But
Matson? You?
Ian Matson from
Who
Burnley.
the
Well, not from Burnley. We loaned him to Burnley last season.
boy? I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, he can play in the 10. He can play in the false 9. Yeah, and he could play on the wing. And I'm hearing Matson, bruv. So I don't know who this guy is, bruv. But yeah, I'm saying
You could
I don't
maybe
have a
play
clue.
left wing, but like Jackson's got centre, and Sterling should have the right hand side. We finally found the position that's working for him, and he don't even want to be moved around too much. So I think he's got the right side on lock. For me, like Matson and Mudrick, Matson already looks good for me. Mudrick obviously needs to do a little bit more, but he needs a couple more starts. But like, I don't see Jadon Sancho as the answer to our problems. Like, it don't make sense to me. It doesn't
What
make
are your
sense.
what would you say your problems are?
We make chances now. As far as I'm seeing, we're scoring goals. I know it is only Luton. Maybe you do need a couple more Premier League games, but we already look a lot better in terms of finishing. We can beat players now. Like, yeah, everything seems to be improving up top. That's why I don't really think signing Jadon Sancho changes that much for us. Just haven't seen him do anything for you guys. Now, obviously, it could be proven wrong if we sign him and everything. I'm not going to be like, I'm completely against this guy. Bun Jadon Sancho, he's never going to be good enough. But it don't make sense. I don't get it. I don't get it.
It's interesting. We'll see, innit? I think that the links are definitely more coming from his side. He was linked with Tottenham as well, so I think that his agent's probably looking for a club for him in London, and potentially Chelsea and Tottenham have been touted, but I definitely think it's from his side. I don't think it's from the other way because it doesn't really make sense. Obviously, someone said, "Oh, if he wanted to leave, I'd hand in a transfer request." Nah, bro, he's getting on with his work, innit? Like he's being paid to play football, which he's doing. He's not making any noise, and he doesn't seem to be that kind of player that's gonna make noise and say he's unhappy and sulk and all that. He doesn't do that, bro. When he comes on, when he's asked to come, and he comes on and he does what he's supposed to do. Other than that, bro, he just minds his own business, bro. Like, and I don't have a problem with that. But I definitely think the links are coming from his side. The same way I said with Kudus as well, yeah, who's ended up at West Ham. I did say, yeah, that when he was getting linked to all these clubs, I was like, it's definitely coming from his side, and not the side of the clubs, because it was clear that his agent was definitely kind of putting feelers out because he wants to leave. When a player gets linked with multiple clubs like that, it tends to be coming from the player side and not necessarily the club side. Because Man United didn't come out and say that he was under that he was for sale. Man United never said that.
Yeah, I don't think anyone looks at this and thinks it's a Sancho attitude problem or anything like
Oh
that.
no,
Because
not
this is
at
all,
all.
yeah, because this has only just come out in the last few days.
Mm,
So maybe it's just a case of his agent is trying to accelerate things because deadline days in a couple of days, and he wants to try
for
and run
sure,
this through as quickly as possible.
for
And
sure.
fair play to him, but I don't see it. I don't see it, man. And I'm not going to be totally against it, but
Mm.
I don't know. This isn't a sort of move that makes a lot of sense to me, but I'll trust the data analysts if they want to go for Sancho. Like, they've proven the fans wrong with enough signings this year that if they want to trust him, fine. But don't get bumped. Don't get bumped. Allow it, don't get bumped.
I don't know how much he would
Well into
cost. I don't know what a deal would look like. I don't think a deal's going to happen. But I do think from the noises that he's definitely unhappy, and rightly so. You know, like that. So it's one of them things. I remember before, like, there's this guy on Twitter, United Robbo or something. He done a thread on Sancho, innit? And he showed Sancho's stats from last season. And it's funny because loads of people seem to think, yeah, that Sancho plays badly for us. But when you actually look at where he ranks, yeah, from, like you said about data analysts, when you see how he ranks, yeah, with a lot of the intangible things in the game, bro, like he performs very highly in it. But the problem is right now, what I have is you have people watching the game that don't understand the game and commenting on the game that don't know what's going on. Do you know what I mean? And it's football, it's not tennis, innit? Like, you're only as good as your team. Like, I saw Neymar say something. There was a link up with Novak Djokovic, and he said, listen, yeah, if football was an individual sport, I would have won a Ballon d'Or already. And it's true, like, if football was an individual sport, yeah, a lot of players would do better than they do. But the problem is you got to rely on 10 other players and a manager and this person and that person. Football's not that straightforward. So because things don't work out for you at one team, yeah, like, that doesn't mean it's your fault, and it doesn't make you a bad player either. So it's funny, a lot of people have made their mind up about Jadon Sancho, but when you look at the skill set that he actually has, there's not many players in this country and even in Europe that have that skill set. So I find
So
it
what are
very,
the
very weird.
intangibles that we're missing out on? Because I didn't see a lot of United last season. So sell
Yeah,
me
but the
on
thing
this.
is, even if you did, even no, bro, but even if you did see Man United, yeah, you need to know what you're looking at. Do you know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know what they're looking at, and this is the absolute problem. This is the absolute problem with Sancho, and the same thing happened. I had a debate with Hadj about Jack Grealish as well, yeah, and he was talking about how Grealish don't score enough goals, and it's funny because I found a Pep quote, yeah, and Pep Guardiola said, yeah, you concede counter attacks when you lose easy passes, simple passes, when the players want to do more creative things that are not necessary and you're not organized when you lose the ball. And that was one of Pep's quotes, yeah. And Pep hates players, yeah, that lose the ball unnecessarily, yeah. And you've seen, yeah, Pep have a go at Kevin De Bruyne loads of times saying, yo, just keep it simple, keep it simple. But then people rate players like Bruno Fernandes. I don't, innit? And Pep hates players like that. And the reason why he hates players like that is because when you give the ball away, yeah, doing stupid things, you're starting a counter attack for the other team. And as a team, you're most vulnerable when you have the ball. you're most vulnerable, because that is when players start making overlap runs, players start moving out
getting
of position, and you're not in a defensive shape. And the problem is, yeah, with Sancho and same with Grealish as well, these guys very rarely give the ball away because they don't take loads and loads of risks, yeah, and turn the ball over. People say, oh, they're not doing anything, they're not impacting the game. But there's a reason why Pep's playing Jack, even though Jack's GA was worse than Jadon's. There's a reason why Jack starts most games. There's
So
a
he's a
reason why.
smart player, but he's not really that flashy, so he can sometimes get scapegoated.
No,
That's
but
basically.
well, of course he doesn't take a lot of risks on the ball. He doesn't take a lot of risks. If he doesn't think he can get past a player, he won't take the risk. He'll always look for the pass. He's not super direct. Do you know what I mean? And because of that, it's like they would rather a player like Rashford there that's going to get the ball, head down, kick it, and try and beat a player every time and lose it 8 times out of 10 than a player that just does the simple things, innit? And this is where football is going. I don't know if it's FIFA. I don't know if it's FIFA stats or something like that. If a man ain't got a certain amount
Not
of pace.
FIFA stats, but it's just stats. Can you get goals and assists? Can you beat players?
Bro, but it's crazy. But the thing is, yeah, there's different ways. There's different ways to beat players. Because if I said to you, Sergio Busquets, yeah, you wouldn't say, oh, yeah, 1v1 specialist. But, bro, Sergio Busquets takes players on all the time. But not directly.
A little turn, drop of the
But
shoulder.
that's it. A little drop of the shoulder, man's out the game. That's still a take on, in my
or
opinion.
even passing. Playing the ball's always faster than beating a man one-on-one.
Yeah, but this is the problem. So when people say, oh, take-ons, what's a take-on? Because when you try and take the ball off Busquets and he drops the shoulder, yeah, outside and turns outside, he's taking you on. Doesn't go down as a take-on. You know what I mean? It doesn't. Yeah, but I'm just taking you.
They only visualize it when you're driving at.
I've just taken you out the game. It's a take-on. You know what I'm saying? And the problem is, yeah, so when people say, oh, take-ons, they think, oh, running straight at a player and going past them. There's loads of different ways to take on players in football because the pitch is always changing in football. There's players coming all around you. A take-on is not just going in a straight line and going past the player. So when people talk about take-ons, they don't actually understand football. These stats don't make sense. Because look at Busquets, never loses the ball. Most of the time when he's taking players out of the game, yeah, he's doing it laterally. It might just be a Cruyff turn. It might just be something, still a take-on. So when you look at someone like a Grealish, like a Sancho that don't lose the ball, that are always keeping the ball moving, that are always coming into the pocket to receive the ball and stuff like that, people think, oh, they're not doing anything, which is false. Because if you take a player out the game or if you attract a player to you, you're doing something. You're making space for someone else. You know what I mean? But people will say that Bruno's more effective. How can you be more effective if you're giving away the ball 25, 30 times a game?
Created the most chances for United last season. Same thing as Mount. It's the same thing as Mount.
Well, there you go. And we've seen what's happening to Mason Mount right now. We're seeing what's happening to Mount right now.
I got PTSD when you brought that Pep quote about him not liking players that give the ball away a lot and how quick and easy it is to counter when you do that.
Yeah.
Right there.
But this is exactly what it is. So for me, yeah.
I'm starting to hear what you're saying with Sancho though. Like there might be a lot of areas in the game that doesn't really get brought up that he might be able to.
Man, them are calling Bruno an aggressive chance creator, bro. Like you see the way that these men are, bro. You see the way man are making up roles in football, yeah, to try and make these
chance creator.
Bro, they make up all these little terms and these buzzwords to make these guys look good. How an aggressive chance creator, bro? What in the heavens is that?
Who's a passive chance creator? That's what I want to know.
But that's what I mean. There's no such thing as a passive chance creator. It's all about percentage football. If you think there's a high chance you can play the pass and it can be completed, then you pay it. Then you play it. If not, then you don't play it. Do you know what I mean? I grew up admiring players like Dennis Bergkamp. He wasn't an aggressive chance creator. He played the ball when it was the time to play the ball. Held on to it when it was time to hold on to it. Do you know what I'm saying? And this is what it is. And I'm arguing with these idiots. We're not really arguing, but I've got these guys trying to tell me things, like, and I'm thinking, yo, like, what is going on? Aggressive chance creator.
They'll try and blind you with stats. And it's like, bro, no, I watched the game. I don't need stats. Stats will only help push my point.
Yeah, but you know what the madness is, yeah? I remember when Luke Shaw started taking free kicks and corners for Man United, and all of a sudden, his chance creation went up. And all of a sudden, they were trying to make out like he's Trent Alexander, bro. Like, you're not Trent, bruv. Do you know what I mean? You're just on set pieces now. So you're creating more chances. You didn't get better. Do you know what I mean? And this is you didn't get better. And this is the way you can manipulate stats, by just putting players on set pieces. And again, I'm sure Mason Mount again. There you go. On set pieces.
He was our highest chance creator because he hoard out corners and hoard out set pieces.
And he's a horrible, horrible set piece taker. I don't think he's taken one good set piece for Manchester United yet.
He was our best set piece taker. Which shows how bad
he hasn't beat the first man from a corner yet.
Yeah, you're gonna need another month or two with that one, bro. I won't lie. I'm surprised Bruno ain't just pushed him out the way and be like, "Nah, I'm taking these."
Me too, to be fair. Because Bruno's better than him
for a month or two, and then be like, "Nope, move."
Yeah, Bruno's better than him at set pieces.
Playing for that is crazy. That's mad.
No, the whole thing's mad, isn't it? So the thing is, when I look at certain people's opinions on footballers, yeah, like the majority of the time, man, have to respectfully disagree, innit? Because I don't know how we can live in a world that man rate Bruno and don't rate Jadon Sancho. Like I don't understand that, because I'm not from that school of football. I'm from the school of football that a player's ability on the ball is what you judge a player on.
I only get it because I know where football's going now, and it's becoming.
No, I understand it, but I don't get it. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't get it.
Yeah,
I understand it, bro, but I don't get it. Do you know what I mean? So it's just one of them things where if we're not judging footballers, yeah, by their ability on the ball, then what are we judging them on? Like that, bruv? That doesn't make sense.
It's just, yeah, it's either work rate or stats.
Yeah, but what other game do? But I just don't understand, what other game do we do that in? Do you know what I'm saying? Because I watch basketball as well. Do you know what I'm saying? And the most technical basketball players, when I watch basketball, do you know what I'm saying? Like, we judge players on their IQ, we judge them on their handling skills, we judge them on all these things, we judge them on their ability on the ball, bruv. Like, we do, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? Even if someone's a good defender in basketball and they're not good on the ball, yeah, man, cook them, bro. You know, like that. Like, Pat Bev's great off the ball, but bare man are like, all right, cool, he's trash, he just runs around. No one's trying to pretend that Pat Beverly is Kyrie Irving. No one's pretending that. But man, talk about Bruno Fernandes like this guy is an amazing footballer, bro, and I don't get it. Like, I really don't get it. I don't understand it. I cannot understand it. I don't want to understand it, bro. You know, like that, because I feel like if I start thinking like them, if I start thinking like these guys, there's no point watching football no more. Because my thing is, yeah, like, if I'm just going to be looking at XG and chances created and all that to judge players, then why do I even watch the game? Why do I watch it? I might as well just sit there on Opta with my feet up, do you know what I'm saying, and not watch the game.
No, but that's it though. Like, how many of these men have actually watched the game? I could go on my phone, hear Arsenal lost, just check the stats, see who performed worse on the stats, and be like, oh, Bukayo Saka was crap. Saka is washed, and all of this stuff. That's all you need to do. They haven't even necessarily watched the game, because if you watch the game, and let's say your rivals lost, you already know who you're going at, because you would have known who underperformed. The whole stats game is there to take away the fact that people have to watch matches, because you can just try and make a story for yourself based off the stats game.
Yeah, 100%. Guys, I don't think that Sancho is leaving, but I do think that he's unhappy, and I do believe that the links are coming from his side. So this is not me saying that he's going, but the fact that Lewis is even contemplating, yeah, that maybe it's not a good move, tells me everything I need to know about what the way football fans have kind of shaped the image of Jadon Sancho, because he's easily Chelsea's best winger if he goes there. So
I
to
hope
me,
I hope he is, but I just haven't seen it
he
from him. And
definitely is. Like, do you know what I mean? Like he
hmm,
definitely is. Like, and you don't have a winger with his skill set. Raheem
that's the one thing
Sterling's
I like
playing really
though.
well now.
I'm hearing that
Raheem
he's
Sterling's
that
playing really well now. Raheem's not better on the ball than Jaden. He's not more creative than Jaden. You know what I mean? He's not. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's one of them ones. Mudryk definitely isn't. Mudryk can't even control his farts, bruv. You know,
yeah,
like
now
that.
Mudryk
So
I need to see more from. I need to
there you
see more
go.
from.
And then you've got the other guy as well that I don't know anything about, but I know he's not better than Sancho. Like he improves you massively, like immediately.
I'd say
And
context is everything, but
100%. And as I
like
was saying,
it doesn't sound improving. Like a
he's
guy
linking
who's
up
not done well at United off a big move for 3 years, and then we're going in for him. I've
yeah,
literally just mocked Arsenal fans for doing that.
I hear that, but the difference is, yeah, like he's got way more ability than Havertz and Mount combined. So, do you know what I
Low
mean? You
bar.
can you can say it's a poor fit. Do you know what I mean? Because to be fair to Kai Havertz, he wasn't doing what Sancho was doing in Germany. He wasn't. Like, let's not pretend he was. Like, they tried to make Havertz be like a star boy, yeah, but Havertz weren't doing that much.
Now
Do
his
you know what I
second
mean?
half of the season merchant there too.
Bro, Jaden Sancho, yeah, I believe, and someone will put it in the chat to correct me, yeah. But I believe in the 3 seasons he was there, I think he became the youngest player to get 20 goals and 20 assists or something like that in 3 consecutive seasons or something like that. Something crazy like that. Do you know what I mean? So this is not a scrub. Like, people need to stop that. You know what I mean? Like, he wasn't doing little things there. He was doing big things there. I think the combination of his performances are a confidence thing and a wrong system thing. Because as a player, if you know no matter what you do, you're not favored by the manager, it affects you. Of course it does. Like, it'd be stupid to not believe that.
I hear it, but if he joins Chelsea, I need to see it in the shirt first. But I'm not gonna write him off immediately. I will say that I'm not writing him off immediately. Like even in the comments right now, we're playing fucking Chilwell at left wing, and I
Are
don't
you really
mind.
doing that?
Yes, we're still playing Chilwell on the left, and I don't get. No, I get it. It's because he tracks back, and Mudryk doesn't. But Chilwell can't defend, so I don't really get the point of him tracking back when he gets beaten all the time. Like it's a bit of a net negative on that. I'd rather just give Mudryk a run of games on the left. We've never
Yeah,
done that. Then you can fully judge him. Give him a run of
100%.
start. If we don't pull nothing up, crap, get rid. We have our answer. Move on.
Yeah,
But as of
facts.
right now, he's had 7 starts for Chelsea. I can't judge him based off that, but also can't write him off. It's one or
That's
the
it.
other. It's,
Man said
okay,
only
it's
Messi got 10 plus 10 across Europe 3 seasons in a row. Messi and Sancho, bruv, at the same age. Only 2 players. And I knew it was a mad stat like that. And that's what I mean. So people have framed this thing like this guy's an absolute
young
like
age
scrub.
too.
It's ridiculous. Do you know what I mean? And man said he was different back then. Listen, it's only confidence and the system. That's all it is. Like I won't pretend it's anything else. Smash the like, guys. We've got what 1,200 in here, and we don't have even 500 likes. It's not really good enough. Mods, that is
Or
your main job, mods, to get the likes up because it pushes the show, it pushes the channel, it drives the subscribers up, and we're closing in on 80,000 mods. So I need you guys to get on your job, man. You know, like that. Get on your job. We're just over 200 away from 80,000. So yeah, I think you lot need to pattern up. Not even no 1,200, but yeah, we'll do that in the next month. But yeah, we should do it sooner. So guys, get on that. Guys, Hoiberg. Everyone keeps asking me about Hoiberg. I'll be real, yeah. I'll be real. Again, I think that the Hoiberg thing is coming from them and not us, innit? Like, I've heard that he's been offered to us. But I'll tell you something for free. If Man United sign Hoiberg, I want this manager gone immediately. Do you know what I mean? That will be the straw that broke the camel's back for me. Mason Mount and Hoiberg, if he does that, bro, get rid of this manager immediately, bro. I don't want to see his face again. Because his talent ID is an abomination. Hoiberg is rubbish, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying?
what
I
happened to
don't believe.
Amrabat?
Nah, bruv, you know what it is, yeah, with the Amrabat thing, yeah? I think, yeah, because United know that he's got 1 year left on his contract, I think United are trying to be stingy. That's what I think it
Oh,
is. I
fuck
think I think United are
hell.
trying to get him to force his way out the club so we can get him for cheap. I genuinely believe we're just being cheap. I believe he
That
still
would piss
comes.
me off differently.
Yeah, I believe he still comes. However, I think Man United are being super cheeky because they know that he's got 1 year left and they know he wants to come, so they don't want to pay the money that Fiorentina want. I think they're trying to lowball them. I believe that's what's going on. But I tell you what, this Hoiberg links, I just don't like it. I don't like the link. Even though I don't think it's real, I do not like it anyway. Do you know what I mean? Because he's another player that's got a connection to the manager from his Bayern Munich days. So because of that, I really, really don't like it. I really don't like it because there might have been some dialogue. Maybe his people hit up the manager and said, "Yo, like, would you be interested in it?" And even that's too much for me. Even that's
But
too
even
much for
that
me.
could, but that also sounds like it's just an easy rumor to make.
Yeah,
Link Ten Hag with any ex-player he's been around who's in
yeah.
England.
This is
So
it. Man,
I
I'm
don't
saying
know. It depends
United.
on who's reporting it.
Yeah, but they're saying this guy in Sky Sports. But bro, I don't believe this. Do you know what I mean? He's saying United have made initial contact. I don't think so, bro.
I wouldn't believe that source by itself either. It'd have to be a bunch of them saying the same thing.
But this is it.
Or at least one of the
So
big ones, Fabrizio, Ornstein, and them lot.
yeah, man saying Hoiberg's a Danish McTominay. I don't even think Hoiberg's better than McTominay. I'll be real. As long as I am not, yeah, as much as I'm not a massive fan of Scott, yeah, I know Scott's qualities, in it. And in attacking areas, yeah, Scott McTominay's not that bad. But the fact that Man United were trying to use this guy as a number six, Scott is not a number six. If you play him, yeah, as an eight, like, do you know what I mean? Like he's physically fit. He's just a physical player, bro, and he's got a decent shot on him, bro. I'm not. I wouldn't even swap McTominay for Hoiberg. I do not rate Hoiberg at all. I've never rated him. I've never ever rated that guy. He had a little period last season where he scored a few goals, but I think he's awful. I think he's an
He
awful player.
started well at Tottenham. I don't know if he dipped off because of the fact they were just playing a bunch of DMs together, but I don't know. It's not really the most like it doesn't really pull up any trees this sort of signing, and it does feel like a plan B, plan C sort of move, which is probably the last thing you need after the window that you've had to. This has been one of the biggest areas of the pitch for you to strengthen, and you've kind of left it this late, and now you're leaving your number one target because you want to be stingy to go to a number two target that's failed at a top six club.
Mm.
It's not really the most. It's not really the best move for you guys.
No, I don't think
Not
so. Do
that
you know what I mean?
inspiring.
I don't think that we sign. I don't think we sign Hoiberg, and I definitely don't think we sign Hoiberg instead of Amrabat. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, worst case scenario, I think we sign both of them. But I can't see us just signing Hoiberg and not Amrabat. That's crazy. To me, that doesn't make sense. To me, that's sackable. Like,
I
that
guess.
that's
Well,
sackable.
if you lot sign him, then it will be because of the Ten Hag link. So I hear it. I hear it. I was going to say only if Ten Hag pushed for it, but he would have had to.
This is it. So I don't think there's anything in it, guys. But trust me, I'll go on record saying, yeah, if it happens, yeah, I've mentally checked out, bruv. I'll be real. If it checks out, because
I'm
that's an
surprised you
absolute,
haven't already checked out.
it's an absolute
Because
disgrace.
Flawless was on there as soon as the Mount transfer happened. He's like, yeah, this is vibes. I don't care.
Bro, and this is the mad thing, because me and Flawless, we said before Mount came in, we said this is not serious. We cannot take this serious at all, bro. Like, even the fact that we persisted with him was crazy, because like, you turned down the first deal and I'd just been like, all right, cool, we tried. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, we tried. That's how I'm dealing with the Mount thing. But the fact that we went back in, yeah, the fact that we went back in for him is crazy. That means the manager genuinely wanted him, and I have to question the manager. Like, if you want to play like Mason Mount, I have to question it, because
And our
if you
reporters were saying that we knew United would be easy to negotiate with because eventually they fall through and they give you the money you want. And it still happens.
yeah, that's what United do. This is what United do. And even this Gravenberg link, yeah, guys. I'll be real, yeah. Like Tuchel's talent ID is looking weird as well. They're saying that he's trying to get what Chalobah from you,
Yep.
Chalobah and McTominay.
Tuchel's talent ID's been stinky though. Like Aubameyang, Sterling's finally starting to work. Who else did he want? He wanted to sell Levi Colwill before even loaning him to Brighton. There's a couple more. You guys in the comment section will be able to help me out with this as well. But he's had a bunch of stinky links, so I'm not surprised nothing's changed with him joining Bayern. He needs a director of football with him ASAP. I would not give him any authority over transfers. But let me know what profile you need and leave it there. Don't ask me for anything more because you're a coach. You're not that guy.
They're saying what medical booked for Chalobah. What is that actually going to happen?
Tuchel spoke to Chalobah yesterday, from what I saw. I don't think anything's been agreed though, because Chelsea want a permanent transfer, and they're trying to do loan plus option to buy when they never take deals up when it's a loan plus option to buy. They always just send them back. So it's pointless. Like I don't see the point of us loaning him. You want to get rid of him permanently. You want to get straight profit for the FFP books. What's the point of a loan deal? It don't make any sense. Like, I like Chalobah as well. I think he's good depth, but if you're going to get rid of him and if it's for financial reasons, then you sell. You don't loan. Otherwise, what's the point?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense because it's not like you need to get him off your wage bill or something like that. He can't be on that much anyway, surely.
Nah, he's probably one of our lowest earners. I think he's on like 50k a week, if that. So
there you go.
Nah.
So yeah, the maths are not mathing with that one. Big up everyone inside. 1.3k in here. We need at least 700 likes, man. The likes aren't even at 500. We're like 300. You lot are bluffing. Mods, keep on them. This is Brazy as well. We've been linked with Korea as well, like, and Marcus Alonso and Tagliafico. To be fair, yeah, Tagliafico I'm taking. You know what I mean? Because he's better than our left backs. Even Kukurea is better than our left backs. I don't want Alonso. Do you know what I mean?
Alonso would be funny, bro. Big 2024, and I'm still seeing this guy. You'd be playing him at left back as well, not even wing back. Like you might as well just be down to 10 men. I won't lie to you, man. So that guy will have no pace, no defensive work rate. All he'll be good for is a set piece and a goal against Tottenham. Nothing else. Cucurella, though, I don't think it'd be a terrible move for you. He's just got a bit of the bozo gene in him. Like,
yeah, but so does Luke Shaw, blood. Like, bro, listen, the bar's low, you know. I'll be real. Like, Luke Shaw's so bad. I don't think Man United fans realize how crap Luke Shaw is, yeah, because he's been at the club for so long. It's like they're kind of just used to seeing him, but he's so bad. Like, do you know what I'm saying? So it's one of them ones where with Kukurea, yeah, at least he's got qualities, yeah, in the attacking area that could give us something that we don't have. Because, bruv, Luke Shaw's so dead. I'm not gonna lie, yeah. Technically, like on the ball, he's not bad, but his decision making's not good. He's not fit enough to get forward. You know what I'm saying? And he's just not brave. He's not brave in terms of putting the balls in the box and that. Kukurea defensively, cool. People have said, yeah, he can be got at, but bro, so can Luke Shaw. You know
if anything, I think Cucurella's more better. From what I've seen at Chelsea, he's better defensively than he is going forward. I know at Brighton it was more equaled out. He still offered you a lot on the attacking side, but defensively, looks good, keeps himself in the right positions, has a good forward pass. I think he's got a good standing tackle on him. He'll just do something dumb in the game. That's his biggest problem. 40, 45 minutes of a good game, he'll have a bozo moment. It will lead straight to a goal. Suddenly everybody's ripping him. But it's kind of the same as Sancho, where you're saying like there's been confidence issues. I think there's been injuries and off-the-field issues with Cucurella as well that have impacted the last 12 months for him. So I wouldn't really push to sell him. The only thing I don't get with this move is that from the sounds of it, it's a dry loan. No option to buy, no obligation to buy, no permanent move. So we're just helping a rival out. Why are we doing that? That's what don't make sense to me.
No obligation to buy.
From everything I saw was that was a loan offer. Just a 1-year loan deal. Chelsea want control of the salary percentage and a loan fee. But that was about it. I didn't hear anything permanent. That's why I don't get it. We're just helping you out for a year, which is who does that for a rival? That don't make sense to me.
I have no idea.
Yeah, that don't make any sense to me. But I don't think he's a terrible player. I think our fan base rips onto him a lot which is weird for the same fan base that'll give Chilwell endless chances. Both of them have the same problems, in my opinion. But yeah, he could go and he could do a job for you guys.
Yeah. But yeah, like someone said in the chat, United would be paying a loan fee. So if they pay a loan fee, maybe you just want to get that money in for a season just to keep the books looking healthy.
I think that might lower his FFP value the next year if we get a loan fee. I saw somewhere that if we got 7 million next year, his FFP value is like 35 million, so you could realistically sell him if he doesn't have a good season. Whereas now the value's too high. Maybe that's the plan with it, and I guess it makes a bit of sense. But again, you're also still helping a rival out in that situation, so.
Absolutely.
All you've done is justify a little bit more, but that's off the pitch. On the pitch, it don't make any sense.
No, facts. Man are saying Scott McTominay is Bayern's preferred option. Bro, this can't be real. Bro, like, what? Are we living in a simulation, bro? I'm seeing Martial links to Real Madrid. I'm seeing... yeah, bro. I'm seeing Scott McTominay links to Bayern Munich. Like, bro, what is going on in this world, bro?
What?
What's going on in this world? I'll be honest, this is crazy. Kepa's at Real Madrid as well, bro. Like, what is...
Yeah, please don't come back.
Like, bro, what is going on in football right now, bro? Like, I don't understand. I don't
Madrid
understand.
must be moving shook with all these injuries then, if that's the case.
Bruv, I do not understand what's going on in football right now. I'll be honest, because it's like... When did Man United become a selling club like this year? And two, what is going on? Bayern Munich and Real Madrid are both better than us. So how are we potentially sending McTominay there and Martial there? Bruv, what? Do you understand what I mean? Like,
they're panicking.
Bro, I'm so confused. Man saying I don't want Martial to... Bruv, it's not about me not wanting Martial to go, yeah? Martial, yeah, has the ability to play for Real Madrid, but he's not fit, bruv. Do you know what I mean? And he can't stay fit. I've never had any doubts of Martial's ability. Martial's ability is that level. But he can't play 2 games in a row, blood. He can't even play 45 minutes, bruv. You know, like that. So it doesn't make sense to me. Like, Martial's got the ability to play at that level, but he's not fit. Like, do you know what I'm saying? I've given up on his availability, bro. Like, I've given up on it. Like, I do not doubt this guy's talent, but these links, these are real links, bro. Whether he ends up there or not, the fact that someone there is even looking at these players tells me that we're doing something wrong. We're doing something wrong with these players. Because it would be just like McTominay to go to Bayern Munich and then they get a tune out of him.
If they can turn McTominay into a 6, then I don't know if it's just the Bundesliga being open as hell or what, but that don't make sense to me because that guy's just screamed box-to-box midfielder to me for years. Martial, I don't get it. With those injury problems, you're bringing Martial into the club. That makes no sense to me. But, I mean, if you want to do it, we're not even in Europe. Like, why do I care? We're not competing on any fronts. You should have come in while we still had Lukaku. No, I kind of wish you did now.
He's gone to Roma.
I mean Madrid.
Okay, he's gone to Roma. What do you make of that, boy? He's really pissed off the Italians, innit? This guy's been flirting with every Italian team, and then boy, he's got another badge to kiss now.
I'm here for it, bro. I want to see how he burns this bridge. Does he declare his last in 6 months or something? Or be like, I always dreamed my biggest legend was Hernan Crespo or something like that. I don't know, but he's going to be back here in 12 months. I'd like to think Roma would take up the, I think, 37 million release clause. They'll be up at the end of the season, but they're not. And then we're going to be in the same position in another 12 months where we're probably trying to sell him off to Roma for a much cheaper price. That doesn't happen, and then he tries going somewhere else. It is what it is. Like we've got him out of the squad, I guess. I was quietly willing to entertain bringing him back into the team if we needed to, but not happening. I don't care. Like I wanted him just gone, and we're going round in a circle, and I just don't care. So we have bigger fish to fry. Big up Robbie and all of that. I don't have to care about Lukaku anymore. If you're back in a year's time, find yourself another club. We've wasted enough money. We've lost enough money on you. Is what it is. You're just gone. Thank the Lord.
Oh, facts. This, bruv, the Times. Listen, I said anything that's linked to the newspaper, I don't believe anyway. But bro, I did say to Arsenal fans a couple seasons ago, yeah, like if Smith Rowe doesn't cement a place in the starting lineup for Arsenal, he's gonna become surplus to requirements. Do you know what I mean? I don't think he will end up at Chelsea. However, like when you look at this Arsenal team, yeah, you don't see where he would fit in, bro. Like his days are numbered at the football club, in my opinion, because he's not displacing Martinelli. Obviously, Gabriel Jesus is a favourite of the managers. He's brought him in from Man City. Saka's made that right wing his own. One, I don't think Smith Rowe, yeah, displaces Odegaard. And two, yeah, I don't think he will be happy just not playing, bruv. Like, for a prolonged amount of time. I believe that he thinks that he's good enough to play. And this was always going to cause problems. And yeah, and obviously now Kai's coming as well. That's another player that's ahead of him.
Yeah, I could see Smith Rowe leaving. I feel kind of similar to this one with the Sancho one, where like I'll give him time if they do join Chelsea. Just don't get fleeced on this. Low-key think he's going from bench to bench though in the long term if he joins Chelsea. So I don't get it. I don't think Chelsea would be the right move for him, and I think he'd be leaving in a couple of years anyway. But it's just fun to see the Arsenal fans panic about this. They're still on the Smith Rowe over Kai Havertz thing, and if we could get this on a cheaper fee, I don't mind. He'd be some good competition. He might break into the first team. He's looked good from when I've seen him at Arsenal. It's just that was a year or two ago, so I don't know if I can really still go off it. But if it's a cheap fee, I don't really mind, but it's got to be cheap because I see this sort of move where we're going to get bent over the same way we bent over Arsenal for Havertz. And if that's the case, we don't need him like that.
Yeah.
If he's a cheap
that money back
signing, I don't mind because if
to
he
be fair, it's all profit. It's all profit for Arsenal though, isn't it? So maybe he won't cost that much.
Maybe, or maybe they can hyperinflate him as a result of it because we do the same thing with Conor Gallagher. I would anticipate we're still going to do the same thing with Chalobah if we're trying to sell him tax. Yeah. So I think we'll probably still end up going for a bit more. I don't know, man. Like, I will trust the owners if this is the path that they want to take, but you can't get fleeced. You can't get fleeced because this guy isn't starting for Arsenal. So we can't bend over for him like he's going to instantly walk into the team and be brilliant. You got to prove yourself. And in the last year and a half, he hasn't done that. So
facts.
I would rather it be a lower fee.
No, completely understood. Man said 30 million for him would be worth the risk. 30 million possibly, but like there's definitely talent there. There's definitely talent there with Emil Smith Rowe. I'm not gonna lie, there is talent there, but if he can't stay fit, it doesn't matter. And that's where I am with Anthony Martial. If you can't stay fit, it doesn't matter how good you could be on your day.
Yeah, 3 years. I would start at 20 or 25 and see where their head's at. It would be funny because we would have taken the better player out of Smith Rowe and Havertz.
Oh yeah, 100%, 100%. And it's like I remember when Arsenal let Oxlade go, for instance, to Liverpool, and I knew it was a bad move. I knew Oxlade was better than Arsenal were giving him credit for, but they're playing him out of position. They're playing him right wing back at one point, all over the place. And I feel like if Smith Rowe is given an opportunity to play where he wants to play, yeah, then in a good team, I think that he can have a good career still. I think he's a good player.
Yeah, I think it's still too early to completely write him off. The guy just needs a move. He's not breaking into that Arsenal team. He needs to go and he needs to start regularly somewhere. Could it be Chelsea? Maybe, but I kind of doubt it. But it'll be somewhere, and he should leave this. He should leave before deadline day. I'd be handing in a transfer request if I was him. Guy's
No,
literally
fact.
bench to bench. I think he's what their fourth choice player. I mean, fourth choice midfielder is pointless. He's not breaking into any of the wing positions. You barely had any game time last season. There was injuries in spite of that too. Leave. You gotta leave, man. They just signed fucking Kai Havertz to play in your position now.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And he's worse. North London forever an identity, my back foot and everything like that. But leave. Leave.
Yeah, man have to call it a day, I'll be real. Do you know what I mean? Man have to call it a day still. So I don't know. We're gonna see how that plays out as well. So it's gonna be interesting. Guys, we've got 1.4k in here. We haven't even hit 500 likes. Let's get those
As
likes
poor
up, please,
guy.
man.
Poor.
It's not looking good, bruv. We need 800 still. You need a minimum of 50%, slightly above 50%. Make sure you subscribe to Lewis's channel as well. The link is in the title. What are you saying for the rest of the day, bro?
Lots of streams with Sam at 11. I'm live straight after this. I think Dave's redirecting, so big up
Lovely.
guys for that as well. Just catching up on the last 2-3 days. A lot of transfer content to get through. Then we're live with Saeed. Then we're live with Sam. So stay tuned, people. We're back on the grind.
Exactly. So there's plenty for you guys to tune into.
Oh
Get
yeah,
those
Chelsea
likes up.
Wimbledon preview. Second round of League Cup.
There you go.
Little clubs out of Europe.
Yeah, this is it, bruv. Tell them it's like man ain't got mods, bruv. These man ain't doing what they're meant to be doing, bro. Man said 1.4k. We ain't even got 500 likes. You man need to get these likes up. Do you know what I mean? You're gonna be redirected to Lewis's stream, so make sure you like his stream on the way in as well, people. And I will see you guys back here. I think I'm here at 5:30 with Sava, guys. So we're back in a little bit. Big up.